It is Monday reading class. It is time to get started. We are going to start with reading our book, Splat the Cat. Oopsie-Daisy. What's Oopsie-Daisy mean? Means whoops, right? Oopsie-Daisy, written by Rob Scotton. Splat the Cat. Oopsie-Daisy. It was almost springtime. The weather was getting warmer, but the sky was still gray and rainy. You see him? Splat thought being stuck inside was a waste of a Saturday afternoon. Splat perked up when a sopping wet Seymour scurried into his room. Seymour was carrying a weird-looking seed. "Where did you get that?" asked Splat. There's the seed. Seymour held up the seed and stared at it. Then he shrugged again. "I wonder what kind of seed it is," said Splat. "It could be anything." "Well, there's only one way to solve the mystery, Seymour. Let's see if it will grow." "I think we need to plant it first," Splat said, "but I've never planted anything before. Do you know how to plant a seed?" Seymour shrugged. "Okay, then let's go to the library and find out." It's a good place to go. Splat and Seymour walked straight to the library to look for a book about gardening. The only problem was that there was so much information. Splat wanted to grow one seed, not a whole cornfield. After staring at the shelves for a long time, Splat finally asked the librarian, and she was happy to help him find the perfect book. The book said the first step was getting a pot and filling it with soil. Not all the soil landed in the pot. So far it looks like not a whole lot fit in there. Splat. Next, Splat planted the seed in the dirt. He set the flower pot on a sunny windowsill. Then he watered the soil. Not all the water went into the pot. He's not even, maybe if he looked what he was doing, he would see that the water's not really going where it's supposed to go. So step 1 was put soil into a pot. Step 2 was put the seed in the soil, and then what? Water it and put it so the sun can get it, right? Splat checked the flower pot every day. He hoped and hoped for any sign of sprout. He wondered what kind of plant it could be. Maybe the seed would grow into a wild garden of roses. Or maybe the seed would grow into a tree as tall as the sky. Splat was ready to give up. Maybe the seed would never sprout. Feeling terribly disappointed, he watered the soil one last time, just in case. The dirt in the pot shifted a little, and Splat added water. A tiny green sprout sprang up. Splat cheered loudly, but quickly shut his mouth. He didn't want to scare the little plant back into the soil. Do you see the little sprout there? During the next week, the sprout grew a few straggly leaves. Splat was thrilled when a few days later, a little bud appeared atop the stem. He's measuring it. The next day, the bud opened and a bloom blossomed. It wasn't a wild jungle plant or a many-colored rose or a tall, tall tree. It was a flower, a little daisy, and Splat knew just who to give it to. "I love it," said Mom. "It's the most special flower ever." Splat smiled as he hugged his mother. "I grew it myself," Splat said, with a little help from Seymour. Isn't that a sweet story? So that story kind of tells you steps on how to grow something. It said first, these are those sequencing words. First, put soil in the pot. Then step 2 was plant seed. Step 3 was water the seed. This should probably say plant the seed. Step 4 was put in sunlight. Number 5, you have to wait a long time, don't you? Okay, those are the steps on how to plant a seed. I want you to think about something that you know how to do. Maybe it's make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Maybe it is how to ride your bike, or how to draw a happy face. Maybe it is how to, I don't know, anything you know how to do really, really well. Jump rope, whatever. And I want you to write the steps you'd take to do it. So if you're going to do how to do a flip on the trampoline, you might say, 1, jump really high. 2, pull your body forward, tuck your legs in, do it, and that's how you do a flip, right? Or how you ride a bike, right? First you start pedaling, balance, okay? How to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. What do you have to do first? What do you have to do next? What do you have to do last? So you're going to think of those steps, okay? And you're going to write them in order the best you can, okay? I don't want you to have something that takes 164,000 steps, okay? This should be something that's fairly easy to describe in, 1, 2, 3 steps. 2, 3 steps, not 1 step. That doesn't make any sense. But something that maybe takes 2, 3 steps tops. Okay, get on the bike, start pedaling, balance, get your balance, start pedaling hard. Going off the diving board, climb up the ladder, bounce 2 or 3 times, jump in the pool. Okay, something that you can describe just quickly, okay? So I don't want you to describe something horrible, okay? But your steps need to make sense. So if they don't go in order, you'll be able to tell. So if you said, if you're gonna make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and you say, put the peanut butter on the bread, but you never got any bread out, then you put peanut butter on the bag of bread because you didn't get any bread out. So make sure that your steps are in order correctly. Get the bread out, get 2 pieces of bread out. Step 2, put peanut butter on 1. Step 3, put jelly on 1. Step 4, put them together and eat. Okay, so very easy sentences, and they're the steps in order, sequence of events. Okay. The only other thing you're going to do today, because I know that's going to take some time, and I do want you to have a picture. So if you're going to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, then I need to have a picture of that. If you said ride a bike, then you need to have a picture of that, colored with details. Some of your pictures are just you, a stick person with no clothes. The clothes are all the same, or there are no clothes, no hair, no face, no anything, and that's it. Okay? That's not what we're talking about. You know what I'm talking about when I talk about a picture that has good details. Okay, so make sure that you have that ready for me. Okay? And then you're reading your steps. Okay? The other thing you're going to do is we're going to practice the words ugh. So I need 3 words, and it can't be bug because this is the bug. So I need 3 words that are not bug. Okay? Any ugh words. Catch a bug, put it in a. So 3 words that will go on our poster this week. Okay. step-by-step sentences on how to do something that you know how to do really, really well, with a picture and you reading it to me, and 3 UGG words to put on our poster. Go get 'em! Woo!